kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, take the shot, he scores!
We want to welcome you tonight to a game of lacrosse. We have the visiting Allderdice Dragons against your Peters Township Indians. The Indians are coming off a dominating performance yesterday against Baldwin Highlanders, where they basically scored at will against that team. However, they did suffer a tough loss away against Mount Lebanon last week. They're looking to string a couple wins here together, which they should against a no-sub team in Allderdice. Their bus was delayed, and they basically are getting on the field for the first time. So see how this game progresses. Mid to high 80s tonight. Tomorrow is senior rec against Norwin, the Norwin Knights, and temperature projects to be in the high 70s. So quite a change around here in a day or 24 hours. At center draw, we have Audrey Filoni, number 20. Around the circle, we have Nika Schratz, 17, and Adri Kako. You have Mackenzie Lehman, 24, Maria Vilsack, 23, Sarah Rubican, 14, and Natalie Kako, 32. In attack positions, defense, Abby Devine, 2, Greta Schratz, 16, Kira Cunningham, 12, 5, Megan Casiola, and in goal, Abby Clark. So that one was won by Allderdice. Ball came out of her stick, picked up by Nika, who gets it to Sarah. Natalie's open. And there's Maria. See if there's a pass to her. Wide open is she. And that's a score from Natalie to Maria. One goal on the board for Peters at the 24-20 mark. Peters in the home white, left to right on your screen, and Allderdice in their green and white, right to left. If the score should be a 10-goal differential, we will see a running clock. Now we have number 7 on the draw. Another win by Peters. That was Tanika, who gets it a little bit high, a little strong, but I think Sarah can track it down, which she does. There's an open 32, Natalie. That was a shot that was kicked away by the goalie. Possession, Peters. That was just a misplay ball. I think the stick of the Allderdice defender masked the view for Maria, so I think that's a turnover for them in their favor. I think she just wasn't able to see it. Self-start for Allderdice. Pressure, double team here on 3. Easily defended. Let's see who gets that ball. Sarah does. He's going to pass it to a wide open Mackenzie, who tried to low bounce it in. Was not successful with that. It's a scramble for that ball. Loose ball control picked up by Natalie. Nice stick check by Allderdice. So 4 with it. Spins. Spinorama here. Still in possession. There's a stick check. A win for us. Almost in that sphere. That was a pass to Mackenzie, 24. Outlet, so able to clear this to Audrey. And she scores. That came at 22-34. Making it 2-zip in favor of the Indians. Peter's remaining games are, as I said, senior recognition night tomorrow, and then away games at Fox Chapel, Canamac, and Hampton. And right now the Canamac game is looming large. That was Veronica Schratz on draw. Picked up by Adri, number 7. To a wide open Mackenzie. To Sarah. Sarah with a shot that was wide right. Maria 23 with it. And there's a score by Mackenzie Lehman, number 24, at the 22:04 mark. So that's her second one of the evening. Except for the very first draw, Peters has held possession and converted on scores. Adri again on the draw, number 7. Successful with that against number 12 for Allderdice. So legal check there on 4. Adri gets it to Sarah again. Nice D by Allderdice. I think she is going to get charged. No, that was against the defense for Allderdice. Excuse me, I had to wait to see the official signal. So Natalie in a free position opportunity here. So four on the board for Peters at 21-21. This is somewhat similar to yesterday's game against Baldwin. Pretty much scoring at will, unlike our game against Mount Lebanon last week where they pretty much scored at will. So win the games you're supposed to win and hopefully win some of those other ones. Been a little bit of an up and down season nearing the end here. Had some disappointing losses. Looks like Upper St. Clair might be the team to beat this year. They're very strong and have a very, very good defense. So that's another win for us. She was able to get that to Maria. It's a pass to Mackenzie, 24. Circles around behind. Should be plenty of wide open cutters here. Nika in possession of it, gets it back to Sarah. Here I think the biggest problem is just being mentally focused. Okay, this play worked yesterday. Breaks. And see that the ball was not received cleanly, and that's over Mackenzie's head. So these are some of the issues that have plagued the team throughout the year, just some consistency on some of the fundamentals. But nevertheless, it has been exciting thus far. There's the ball on the ground. Veronica slips. It did rain here earlier. Number 12 with it. That's going to be a whistle against Peters. Number 19, rather, with it. As I said, Allderdice does not have any subs. That ball went right to Kira Cunningham. We did have a defender yesterday that scored. Kira tried a shot there and was a little bit wide left. Again, the score is 4-0 at this point. I think Kira just tried to force her way through there, so she got charged with what amounts to a blocking foul. So looks like we're going to try to gang up on number 4. A lot of pressure, and we're a successful steal. Veronica had it momentarily, but checked away. Maddie Devine, number 2, in possession. She gets it to Greta Schratz for the first time, touching. Gabby Tom on the field, replacing Sarah, 27. She subs in. That ball goes out of play, and Green possession. Looks like we have Cassidy King getting ready to enter the game for Peters. Ball picked up by Gabby Tom, 27. Gets it to McKenzie. Oh, and that hit the top crossbar and bounced out. No goal. Went through Greta's legs. Maddie Devine with it, who scored yesterday. So she'll have a free position shot here coming up. Nice stop by the goalie. Thwarts that one. And McKenzie gets the loose ball and scores. That's the third goal for her, making it 5-0 at 17:39. Cassidy King in for Audrey Filoni. Maria with it, number 23. So Peter sets up a little bit of an offense. They've been pretty much run and gun here, scoring 5 relatively easy goals. Wondering if the Coach Lawrence has to try to work on some playmaking ability here, because clearly I think the Cutters are going to be there'll be plenty of opportunities here. So there's McKenzie crossing over and Adria with it. Thinks better of it. Goes around behind the net. Nat with it. Number 32. Back to McKenzie. And there was a play in the making. McKenzie to Nika Schratz, number 17, for a score. Her first goal of the night, and that came at 16:22. 6-0 Peters Township. All right, that was a whistle for the draw. Again, another win for Peters. Does appear as if Allderdice is playing with another player, and that's the second give. Oh, that's another score by Veronica Stratch in quick fashion from Cassidy King, number 11. Making that at that score came at 15:59, so we're up to 7-0. So Rachel Raber on the field for Nika Schratz. Abby Devine off. Natalie Kako off. As I said, Cassidy King in. Rachel Raber. Mia Pugliana, number 30, on defense. Win for Allderdice on that draw. See if they can mount a little bit of an offense here. And that went right to Abby Clark. Greta circles around behind the goal. See if she passes it to Megan's right open, but she gets it to Gabby. To Mackenzie. Successful clear there. They have had problems with some teams clearing, but here again, this team has not mounted much of a challenge. Gabby Taub with it, 27. Adri to Audrey, number 20. A little bit of a missed play there. Picked up easily. There's no pressure. Pressure came, but it was too late after Maria had it. Audrey with it, going to get it to Sarah. There's a play to Mackenzie. Just hit the top bar again. Gabby with it. Just out over the top of Audrey's stick. Whistle. This will be a free position for Cassidy King, number 11. Good play by the number 22, the goalie. Not able to clear. I think that's to Gabby Tom. And she scores, number 27. So that was Cassidy King to Gabby Tom. It makes it 8-0, and that came at 13:55. Cassidy on the draw here. Peter's success, well over 90% success rate in the draw here. Got Adri and Rachel outside the circle. Another win for Allderdice, so they have 2 in a row. Nice defense, but I believe she'll be whistled for that. She wasn't. That was retaliatory from Allderdice. Mackenzie with it. And not being able to handle just a little high for Sarah, so that'll be a turnover. So 22 has to clear. goalie. Heaves it right to Audrey. Over to Maria, and she scores, number 23. So 20-23. This is making it 9-0, and that came at 13:01. As I said earlier, at the 10-point goal differential, we will have a running clock, and that looks to be very apparent here. Perhaps with this next play, next draw. Allderdice's defense very porous and not giving their goalie much in the way of support. Not sure their circumstances. I do know that a couple years ago they almost didn't have a team, and they were looking, and I believe one of the parents actually stepped up to be coach that year. So difficult situation for them, trying to maintain this program. Another win by Peters. High pass by Gabby. Turnover. Allderdice with it. That was turnover and to be out of play. Oh, Mackenzie got it while it was still in play because it's the yellow line. That's to Maria, and she's going to get her second score of the night. So that gives us a 10 goal margin, and now we'll start to see the running clock. That goal came at 12:20. Cassidy King on the draw, number 11. Some contact. Adri comes up with it. Gets it to Gabby. Protects it, switching to her left hand, offhand. It's to Sarah. Audrey to Adri, to Mackenzie. The turnover, that goalie came out, and I think she got a little bit of her stick on the ball. Perhaps not. So it is Dragons' possession on an errant pass. Running clock now, 10-0. Peters against the Allderdice Dragons. Audrey with it. And scores. So there was a clearing attempt. Audrey got it and fought through the defense and put a score in. So great play by her. Makes it 11-0. So we have Nat Kako, 32, Nika Schratz, 17, and Maddie Devine in the game. Mackenzie Lehman out. Adri Kako, number 7, out, off the field. And Greta Schratz, number 16, off. Cassidy remains taking the draws. Frequently the second half we see Mackenzie Lehman do that, so, and Rachel Raber, who I don't believe has taken any draws tonight. This game is a perfect opportunity to get some practice in, so empty stick check, and that's going to be possession Dragons. Defense there by Nika and Cassidy. Cassidy flipping it to Nika. Looks like she's going to get it to Gabby Tom. Nat Kako Well defended by their goalkeeper. Nice clear to 10. She races upfield, past midfield. Pressure by Gabby, number 27. No shots on goal. Ball kicked out, and I think that was number 5, Megan. Sure the defense wants to keep that 0 up there. Number 10 with a poor angle shot to Abby, and she gets it to 27, Gabby, who gets it to 32, Nat Kako. Evades that defender. Gets it over to Sarah. Pass to Maria. Cassidy. To Nika. Back to Veronica. If she wanted to, she could probably go right to the goal. And that was a high flyer. Successful, however. A little bounce pass to Veronica. Sometimes it's a struggle to make clean passes to your teammate. So Natalie comes across there showing forward, and she's behind goal. I think now we're going to maybe see some cutters as they set up on either side. There's one there. She's wide open. Nice D by the goalie. Able to block that. Gabby with it. Gets around the... And she's going to have a free position shot. 7.5 minutes left. Gabby Tom, 27 here. Maybe can make it 12-0. Not able to. Let me see. I think it's still White's ball. That's Natalie running all the way to the... Yeah, the official said there should be balls by the goalpost. That way they don't have to run all the way to the fence. Anyways, Nat with it. Good pressure by Allderdice. It's wide open. Maria Vilsack, 23. Her third of the evening. Making it 12-0. Came at 6:46. Clock should be running. Which it is now. Six and a half minutes left. Tough circumstances for Allderdice. They do have a girl off the field talking to the coach. Cassidy again, ready for this draw. Allderdice has had a couple in a row that they've won. Cassidy reached real high and able to track that ball down. Pass to Sarah. So Allderdice has their defense spread way out, which would enable Peters to have a runner get in there. But so a little missed pass now puts possession into Allderdice, however momentary that might be, as we see a fight for the ball. Looks like that was a cover on, I think, the part of Peters, player trying to scoop that ball. can't cover it and pull it back. Okay, 15 with it. Spins, pressure, 3 defenders. Ball on the carpet. Veronica Schratz had it. Moves out of trouble, passes it to Nat. Good D by 9 for Allderdice. As Peters elects a cycle here in the late stages of the first half. Running clock. Pretty good conditions other than the wet field. Audrey with it to Gabby. And that ball will go out of play and be a turnover. So Peters has had a number tonight. 19, I believe, will retrieve a ball by the goalpost and begin play for them. So there's no defender deep. Everybody's inside the 40 of our offensive zone. Got by the defender there. 12 showing some good speed. There's going to be a whistle on Gabby, I believe. Nothing else gets her to stop. And here she goes starting again. 11 tracking her. Tries to cut to the inside. Still in possession. Not having much of an offensive set. Makes these players want to try to do one-on-ones, and it's difficult. So Mia with a loose defensive position. 5 as well. Megan on 4, who's in possession of the ball. Abby switches to the weak side. Audrey, there's Mia. She's going to be called for that. Under 3 minutes. And there's 12. Yeah, she wants to try to shoot this. She's get ganged up by the defense. And there's a nice stick check by Megan. Okay. And pass from Maria to Gabby. We have Adri back in the game for Cassidy. 2.5 minutes left. That's Mackenzie to Veronica. So turnover for Peters. Another turnover, under two for Peters. Score 12-0. Kira Cunningham off. Defense, not sure who's in the game. Nice play by Allderdice to scoot that ball forward. I think Greta might get it, which she does. Able to stop, change direction. And there's a pass to Mackenzie. Certainly a favorite target. Up to Sarah. She has the ability to move it inside, but she doesn't. Probably set up for the last shot here. About 60 seconds left. And a thoroughly dominating performance. Adri with it. A little bit of contact, no call. Sarah, Mackenzie, Audrey, Nika, under 30, Maria, Sarah, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. And then that was a shot by Gabby, saved by Allderdice. And we're going to end the half at 12-0. So Allderdice, some life here in the waning minutes of the first half, not allowing a goal. And we're going to return after halftime. The score, 12-0, crushing Allderdice. And I expect much of the same for the second half, although I believe Peters will dial it down a little bit, maybe spend a little bit more time cycling. Switching ends of the field, our defense and our goal is on the right. We're attacking toward the left. So Allderdice, I believe, has a new center person, number 12, as well as Peters. Looks like Rachel Raber, number 10, in taking this. We also have Adri Kako and number 1, Maddie McKay, in the game. Win by Allderdice here to begin the second half. And they did this at the beginning of the first half as well. She moves her way in, loses the ball, whistle. I think that ball was hit out, so looks like the guilty party is number 16, Greta. So free position shot at the 8 for 12. Let's see if we can keep them off the board. And Allderdice gets a score. At 24-13, Allderdice is on the board on a free position shot by number 12. So that shutout is over, and now they can continue playing. So the differential is 11, running clock at 10. Should they have the fortune to score again twice, then the clock would stop. But as it is, it's running. 25-minute halves. Looks like Maddie McKay in at center. Win by Peters. Rachel with it, number 10. Not sure which Coach Lawrence and Kako said at halftime, but I'm sure they weren't happy with some of the turnovers, happy with some of the playmaking, happy certainly with the score. That's Mackenzie with it. Self-start, pulls it back out. Little flip pass to Sarah, and that's a score. So Sarah gets a score. That's six players for Peters, notching goals for us. So we're back up to a 12-goal lead. Allderdice sending the player off, number 2. That was Adri, number 7, on the draw. Rachel in possession. Kenzie surveying the field. Sarah with it to 7, Adri. Gabby Tom in the game as well on offense, as well as Maddie McKay 1. Rachel Raber and Maria Vilsack. Playing pass, we have defense, we have Greta, Megan, Maddie Devine, and Mia. Maddie McKay, number 1, able to slip her defender, and she gets on the scoreboard. So making it 14-1. 20 and a half minutes left. So it looks like the teams from the south that beat are Upper St. Clair and Mount Lebanon. Upper St. Clair beat us rather handily, as did Mount Lebanon. So look to see what happens between those two should they meet in the playoffs, if they advance. So Peter's starting to settle in here with their draw control. There's, I think, another win for us, which it is. So Rachel again on her second one, getting it quickly out to Sarah. There's Gabby. One to 7 to 10. Rachel might have had that should she decided to head for the goal. She did not. No, it's a shot by Rachel, saved by the goalie. Smartly throws it back into the circle, which the attackers can't enter. Now she's looking to clear. The ball went out of play. It's White's. So Greta will take this, I do believe. Has a chance to get in the offensive zone for the first time. Runs by 4. Passes it to Sarah. Picked up by Sarah. Over to Greta. Goes through, passes it to Sarah. I think they're trying to feed the defender. There's an opportunity for girls that don't typically possess the ball in offense, so sets a pick there. And she gets a score, so Greta Schratz is on the board, number 16. Showing some offensive prowess there. So we have a boatload of subs here. Natalie, Cassidy, Nika, and Audrey on. Gabby, Maddie, Rachel, Adri off. You heard that, again, that large outpouring from the team, acknowledging the score by Greta. I think Maddie Devine had one yesterday against Baldwin. So seldom does that happen. Usually when you're beating up on a team, you have that opportunity. It's like Cassidy 11 here in position. Cleared to Mackenzie. Little pass and catch here. Nika using her offhand to get it to Maria. Audrey with it. Allderdice extending their defense. These passes become a little trickier, and There you go. That's a turnover. That's where you get into trouble with some of these better teams. You may be up by a goal and try to cycle, and it can become very difficult. Maddie there with a little bit of pressure, forced turns, collects a few more defenders, turns. Maddie's still with her. Another defender. She's going to turn. Cassidy, Megan with her. Now number 5 on 4. Allderdice held to 1 goal thus far on a free position by number 12. So Allderdice able to maintain possession. Good D by Kira. Picks up Greta. Just holding the ball. Kira 12 on 12 here. Oh, she got her stick up and was able to pick up that ball. Let me see who gets it. Kira comes away with it. So excellent defense. 12 beating 12. And that's going to be called against 32. Allderdice drops the ball in attempting to pass, picks it back up. Ball hit as it passes, and then I think there was some incidental contact. So Audrey Filoni maintains possession, number 20. Pass over to Mackenzie. And there's Natalie Kaka open, electing not to shoot. Runs across the face of the goal and passes to Cassidy. So Cassidy with a free position at 12:45. There's whistle. Oh, that goalie is active. Nice play by her to get that pass. Yeah, she's stopped a couple very good scoring opportunities for Peters tonight. Give kudos to her for staying focused and in the game. Very easily could have packed it up and gone home. It's a tough clear. Megan should have this one. And there's a wide open Mackenzie, who unexplainably just dropped that ball. She attempted to start running. So that's Maddie with it. Number 2. So defense on offense might be the theme tonight. And that's a turnover. That's what gets you into trouble. Okay. Another turnover by good defense by Mackenzie and Nika. Nice clear to Sarah. Nat with it, 32. Maddie off, Mia Pugliano on. Floater to Mackenzie from Nika. Over to Sarah. And we have some subs lining up, readying to enter this game. Oh, in and out of Mackenzie's stick. She comes up with it. So Peter's doing a good job of getting it to the people behind the goal. Audrey surveying it. There's a cutter across. Turns. Oh, Nika thought better of it. Defenders had position. She couldn't shoot, so that ball out of Sarah's cross. And so free position for, turnover. Allderdice has it. Cassidy and Mackenzie, some of our faster players on 4, and she looks to continue her spinorama. Still in possession. Mia on defense, number 30. Number 12. Greta picks up the task of defending her, and she moves across the 8 line. Nice save by Abby. Was able to track that completely, and now Gabby with it in the game. Nat with it, 32. Again, could have very easily shot that ball. Won't have those gaping holes on offense when some of the better teams are played. About 8 minutes left in this contest. Holding tight at 14 goal differential, 15-1. Eight different players scoring for Peters, including, I believe, at least 1 or 2 defenders you don't typically see on the score sheet. There's Rachel Raber, number 10, going around behind, passing it to 32, Natalie. That play worked again today. It was one that we used yesterday. So Natalie Cockle on the board, making it 16-1. So Allderdice calling a timeout here at 7:10. Peters increasing their lead over the overmatched team, Allderdice. So we will return with 7:10 remaining in this game. All right, the teams are returning to the field after that timeout by Allderdice. 7:10 remaining, 16-1 in favor of the Indians. I understand there's a boys game immediately following this contest, so we wish them good luck, I believe, against Baldwin, who the girls team played yesterday. So I see Rachel and Adri outside the circle, and I believe Maddie McKay taking the draw, number 1. Oh, 12 gets it. Nice job. And she wants to go to the goal. Gets it out to 6. Defense slides over. Kier on her. Four, who shows some pretty good speed. There was a shot from parallel to the face of the goal, so the chances of that going in were slim. I believe that's Kira, number 12, moving it upfield, past the 40, over the 50. Maybe it's her chance tonight to score. So she takes it in, and I do believe they're going to try to get her an opportunity as well. So Mackenzie, a little stick check from behind. So Kira cutting across. Rachel, number 10. See if they set it up for her. Maddie. And I think Kira's going to break. It's a tough pass for Mackenzie to try to get it to her. I think they're going to get her on the other side. There it is. Oh, and that was a shot. Not made, though. Back again to Kira. Offhand. And, again, that goalie denied that shot, so I don't know if she's going to stay in the offensive end or not, which she does, yes. We've got 5 minutes left. Plenty of time to score. Mackenzie with it. There it is, a pass from Mackenzie to Kira. Goalie again. Stubborn is she. And it's over the green's head, so Greta will get this. Passes it to Rachel. Kira may have had enough of that, which she does. So now we have Megan coming in, number 5. Pulls it back out. Must be a love fest here, huh? With showing defense some love here tonight. There's a nice play by Allderdice. Covered the ball, so not sure she can get it to Megan from there. .330 left. Adri with it. Natalie. It's past to Mackenzie. There's Megan. Not enough separation there to make a good pass. Maddie. There's Megan right there. That was a tough pass. So good news is we still have it. Another stop by the goalie. 22 standing tall tonight for them. That's going to be Green's ball. 16-1, 2:38 remaining. Nice play by Kira. See if she comes back in. Yes, she does. Megan back out. Not with it. It's actually Allderdice a little more aggressive on defense. That ball picked up on an errant pass, checked from behind. Possession Dragons. Again, final minute and a half of this game. Oh, checked and in possession in one play. Rachel there. Again, this goalie's all over those low shots. Kudos to her. Abby's given up one tonight on 2 shots, so 3 shots rather. Maddie McKay over to Kira. Under 60 seconds left. 60 seconds in this one. See if she breaks for it. Yeah, there she is. There she goes. I'm going to pester that goalie. She's really moving around. 30 seconds left. $18. So not much, and she's going to try to whale it. That's a sky ball. 6 seconds, 5, and this one's going to be in the record books. Okay, we can conclude this night's game. Peters Township dominating performance over the Allderdice Dragons by a score of 16-1. Senior night tomorrow against the visiting Norwood Knights, and then closing out the season with 3 away games. We wish them well in the rest of the season and hope you enjoy the broadcast.